Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Zachariah the Ghostwriter. I received a message from my beautiful sister Caroline, and she wrote, "Hi, I failed straight reverse. How do I know if my wheels are inside the box?" Thank you. It's a great question. I see people failing straight reverse so many times simply because of they don't have information. And what I can tell you, my beautiful sister, is that mirrors are your best friend. Make sure that before everything, before you go and do track inspection, pre-trip inspection, make sure that mirrors are at a place where you're comfortable with, where you can see everything, because you are going to need mirrors so that you will see the box. And also I see people observing for the sake of observing, simply because of they want the examiner to see that they are observing, because they don't want to lose points. But they don't understand that we observe simply because of you want to see and you want to be sure about whatever which is behind you. I'm going to help you with that, my beautiful sister. Straight reverse, it is not difficult, it is simple. And one more thing that you must know about a straight reverse is that the examiner want to see if you can control your vehicles, whereby your vehicles doesn't move from side to side. If you can keep your truck reversing backwards without driving over the line. Remember, your truck will be facing this direction simply because of you are going to be reversing. And there will be two solid white lines on both sides of your truck. There will be a solid line this side and the solid line to the other side. They will be all going backwards. If you pay attention to those two solid lines, there at the back, there will be another line which will be crossing this solid line. And these two solid lines will continue again going backwards, and there will be another line which will be crossing the solid line to make a box. Simply because of you was there, you failed your box. That means you understand that how does the straight reverse work. That box is very much important. You must make sure that the back tires are inside the box and the front tires are outside the box. Now, make sure that your back tires are not on the other side of the box. Remember, when you are watching these two solid lines which are going backwards, there will be another solid line which will be crossing these two solid lines, and the two solid lines will continue to go backwards, and there will be another line which will be crossing to make a box. Now, make sure that your back tires are not outside the last line. Make sure that your back tires are inside the box. Make sure that they are inside the box. In other ways, the back side of your truck must be inside the box, but the front side of your truck must be outside the box. Now, I'm going to also speak about the control side of how to deal with straight reverse. And remember, when you are doing straight reverse, you are not using accelerator. You're only using a clutch pedal and a brake pedal when you are going to stop your truck. I see people struggling a lot, and always make sure that your truck, when you are reversing, it is going straight. You don't turn the steering wheel, because now your truck is going to lose shape and you are going to struggle when it comes to a straight reverse. Make sure that when you park it this way, it is going straight to the box, and you reverse it the same way it was holding your steering wheel. Your best friends are mirrors. Now, how do you know if your truck is at the right space and it's going to go to the right place where you want it in a box? You are using mirrors. You're using your right mirror to check your right solid line. Remember this. Use your right mirror to keep track of the white solid line on your right. And make sure that when you're driving, you don't drive on top of this solid line. You must be in the middle. Your truck must be in the middle. Your wheels mustn't be on a white solid line. You use this mirror to check the line this side. That's how you differentiate them. then you use this mirror on my left hand side to check the line, the solid line on my left, so that you don't confuse things. And also the rear view mirror, you use it to see how far is the first solid line. When you check that, right, the rear view mirror, it will show you when you are watching there that, okay, I see the solid line. Always make sure that your eyes are on the first solid line all the time. Now remember, on this side, this mirror is going to show you the line this side. On this side, when you're looking at this other mirror, you are looking at your line. And you will realize something. When you are watching this line, you will see the other solid line, which is going to join your solid line to make a box. Once you see that and you see your wheel, now you know that, okay, now I'm getting closer to that first solid line. And the more you go closer, the more you go back, and the more you get closer, you will see that you no longer see the box with your rear view mirror. Now you know that you are very close to the box. Now what you do, you start using your left and right mirror to see if that line, which is joining your two solid line, is it visible. Once you start seeing it and you check the length of your truck, and you can tell, okay, there is my tires, they are going in right now. I see both my tires are going in. And in the meantime, your eyes now, they start looking at the first line that make a solid line, which is joining your two solid line which are going backwards. And you also start looking at your last line that will make also a solid line to complete the box. Now you look at the distance from the first one and the second one, and you look at your tires, and when they are in the middle, you are like, okay, I'm at the right space where I want to stop my truck. And remember, when you stop your car, your truck, the first thing you do, full clutch, brake, you pull the handbrake, then you put your gear on neutral. Remember that. Do not leave the pedals while your truck is still on reverse gear. It's a no-no. And when you're busy doing the ear test, do not leave your truck on any gear, on first gear or R. Do not leave it on reverse, or do not leave it on any gear. Make sure that it's on neutral. Now, let me put it this way. When you start jumping to a truck, because now you've done everything, the handbrake is up, the gear is on neutral, and you're about to reverse now to do your straight reverse. First thing what you do, that's why I wanted to cover the physical side of it and also the mental side. So when you jump into a truck, remember, now I want to cover the control side in case if nobody told you about that. Once you jump into a truck, your truck must be on neutral. The handbrake must be up. Remember that. Every time when you step out of a truck or whatever, or you switch off the truck, make sure that the gear is on neutral and the handbrake always go up inside the yard. Now, you press full clutch. You select R for reverse. Then you are going to lift your foot a bit slow and take down the handbrake. Also on the straight reverse, depending on how the surface of that place is, but in most cases it is flat. That one, what I'm telling you, that you start removing your foot a bit before you release the handbrake slowly, is simply because of we don't know the surface that you are doing the test on. But in most cases, it is just flat, whereby you can just put, R, then take down the handbrake, thereafter release, a clutch pedal slowly. Then the truck will automatically. But if you are at the surface whereby it looks like, it's a bit of a steep, because places are different, but in most cases, places that I've been at, straight reverse is always flat. but we cannot assume that every place in South Africa is the same. You might be staying in a place whereby, it's mountains and the surface, it is not level. You might find out that, the test ground might be different than the ones that we are used to, that we see on the surface, which is level. But if you are doing a straight reverse to a place whereby, the surface is not level, make sure that you do the clutch control all the time, and make sure that the handbrake, when you release it, you don't release it if you are not sure if the truck is not going to roll forward or the truck is not going to roll backwards, whereby you can lose control of the truck. So if the surface is flat, full clutch, you select R for reverse, you take down the handbrake. Then when you release your clutch pedal, the truck automatically goes back. And do not panic, my beautiful sister. Hold the steering wheel how you must hold the steering wheel, and always remember, mirrors are your best friends. Don't mix them up. Don't just quickly observe for the sake of the instructor or for the sake of the inspector to see that you are observing. Make sure that you know and you understand the distance between, the first solid line and the second solid line, so that you won't make a mistake and stop the truck outside the box. I appreciate your love and your support. Like I promised you that I'm going to make a video so that I can explain it. And I wanted to make it a two-part, video whereby I can tell you the reason why we do the straight reverse, how to deal with the box, and also do the other one of, how to, work on those controls. And I feel like, let me just make one solid video whereby you can get everything about straight reverse. Remember, straight reverse is there simply because of they want to see if you can reverse your car or your truck straight without your car moving to different direction. Because once you start swerving to this side and this side because of you busy with the steering wheel, this is wrong. When you do a straight reverse, we don't do this. When you do a straight reverse, you hold the steering wheel and you make sure that the way you're holding your steering wheel, it goes backwards. And your thing that you must do is to relax, look at this mirror, and what you are focusing on is your solid line. You're not looking at too many things. There is no other vehicle which is behind you. There is no any car or any truck which is coming behind you that can cause accident. Your job is to make sure that when you look on this mirror, you're looking at the solid line on this side. And when you're looking at this mirror, you're looking at the solid line on the other side. And when you're looking at this mirror, you are looking at the box. How far is your box? And once you don't see your box, that means you are very close, and you must start paying attention to the solid line which you are going to face. The first one, then the lines will continue, then you'll find another solid line. They will all make a box. They are not telling us these things. They are not sharing this kind of information with us. I decided to make a video, my beautiful sister, so that I can remind you that mirrors are your best friends. We bank on mirrors on this one. Remember, you don't use accelerator. You are only using a clutch pedal so that your car can move backwards, and you're going to use a brake pedal to stop your truck. And again, when you are stopping your truck, the same thing. Full clutch, brake. You pull the handbrake first, then you put your gear on neutral. Simply because of if you don't put your gear on neutral and you leave the pedals, your truck will jump, and you don't want that. You don't want to give the examiner any excuse to give you a fail. I appreciate you showing me love and support, and I wish you well, and I know that you're going to pass. Once again, I want to say thank you guys, all of you guys who goes there, who pass your learner's test, those who pass your driving test. I'm grateful, I'm humble. I don't know how to thank you guys, and I'm not taking any credit. I'm only sharing information. You guys are doing the hard work. You guys are making sure that you understand each and every question, and you understand each and every road sign and rules of the road. And you are doing this for yourself simply because of you are going to be driving on this road one day, and your life will be saved simply because of you understood things and you didn't guess things. Thank you.